my dudes, Dad here, and welcome back to Life is Strange True Colors. Alright, so first things first, I want to apologize for leaving you on quite the cliffhanger, if I may say so. I mean, you guys had to wait 2 weeks to get this big finale, and if it makes you feel any better, I also had to wait 2 weeks to play it, so I'm right there with you. I can't wait to get started. As a reminder of what happened last time, we romanced Steph. She kind of dropped this big news that she's going to leave and, go on like a music tour thingy. So, I mean, that was bittersweet. And then we were brought in for questioning at the police station because Diane had pressed charges against Alex for stealing the USB drive. And I decided not to sign the affidavit, and I stand by that choice. And by the end, it was revealed that Jed was kind of behind it all. I'm not sure. Either way, he shot Alex, and I was not expecting that. That escalated very quickly. And I'm hoping to get some explanations, because I hope that wasn't just for shock value. But let's get to the actual finale, shall we? Chapter 5, Side B. Wasn't the chapter 1 called Side A? That makes sense. Alright. Oh!
Welcome back, Alex.
Yeah, welcome back.
Do you want to talk about your time in Colorado?
What?
Let's start with something positive. What did you learn from your visit to Haven Springs?
Nothing. Wow. The meaning of home, not to be afraid of my emotions. Yeah, let's go with that.
I learned to let myself feel, I guess. And to not be afraid of those feelings.
Couldn't one argue that those old fears turned out to be justified?
No psychiatrist would ever say this.
What do you make of that friction?
Or therapist, I mean. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, this is not real.
I suppose I'm proud of you for trying. You helped some people. Chased a mystery.
So is this how you really feel?
Got to kiss a pretty girl.
Yeah, she did.
But Alex, you're right back where you started.
This feels like Alex's inner dialogue with herself. So because so far we didn't really get to see how Alex feels about the events around her, because she's so busy paying attention to everybody else's emotions,
You're wrong. I don't belong in here.
If that were true, Alex, you'd know you were talking to an empty chair.
Called it. Okay, this is where things are gonna get interesting.
What the fuck?
Alex, I know for you this is gonna be very trippy, but as the player, I gotta say this is the best part of these types of games, in my opinion. I mean, I can't help but to nerd out at the level design. Just the concept of the whole dream sequence is always so fascinating to me. And I'm assuming it's gonna be...
I guess that's me. Case number 53322.
Okay. Let's read it. Alexandra Alex Chen, age 21. Symptoms: emotional instability, occasional violent outbursts, hallucinations, visual hallucinations, oral, delusional ideation, depression, anxiety, diagnosis. Okay. What about this?
Dr. Lin always recorded our records our sessions.
12 years ago, I made a mistake. The kind of thing that you can't undo.
Alex, you know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
Okay. Oh, there's pictures of Gabe and our family? What?
These don't belong to Dr. Lin.
Yeah, this is a dream sequence. Come on, catch up, Alex.
Tuning peg.
Oh, I'm glad you cleared that up because I had no idea what it is. Oh man, Life is Strange 1 did this too, where we actually got texts during the dream sequence and they were very nasty, but they're kinda like awesome. Alright, let's read them. Dr. Lin, in light of all of this recent excitement, now is a good time to remind Helping Hand residents that impulses to leave our institution, while understandable, are best resisted. Remember, the outside world is sharp-toothed and possessed of an insatiable hunger, and you are soft and slow and appetizing. Why throw yourself into its mouth? Throw yourself instead into mine. Wow, I mean...
How did I even get back here?
You didn't! Come on, Alex. Attention residents, please join me in welcoming Alex Chen back to Helping Hands. We're happy, though not surprised, that Alex has once more submitted herself to the stultifying and inescapable embrace of our institution. Okay. And lastly, one missing patient answers to Alex. She was always scratching at the door trying to get out, but she is declawed, so her capacity to fend for herself is minimal. Wow, that got very dark. If spotted, please exercise caution when approaching. She will appear friendly and normal, but we had some behavioral issues in the past. Please help find my patient. I'm starting to get really worried. Wow, okay. Is there anything else? Guitar case.
Hey, my guitar. Knock, knock.
Something tell me it's not a joke. Who's there? Okay.
Alex Chen?
This feels like imposter syndrome.
My guitar case has never heard of me. Sure.
Right? Like, we're having a little bit of an identity crisis. Oh. Oh, because Alex is now thinking that she's reduced to her case number. Like, she's just a patient. She's not even a person. Before I open it, let's look at this.
Is that what I look like? Really?
Alright, let's open it. It was 53322. I don't know. Let's try it and see how bad or good my memory actually is. I know I'm going about this the wrong way. Like, it would be faster to go... Hey, what do you know? I got it. So... the real question, Alex, is... are you okay? Like, the real Alex down in the mines, is she alive? Is she kicking? What's going on?
Gabe gave me this guitar, but he never heard me play it.
Oh my god, you're right. That's tragic.
The hell? Can't play if I can't tune.
I guess. So you want me to find the tuning thingy McGee. Can I just take it from the photo? Oh my god, I can. Oh my god. I mean, I love this type of stuff. I love it so much. Alright, let's play the guitar. 6. Alright. That worked, right? Something tell me it's not gonna work. Yikes! Oh god. Oh god! Alex, what happened? Where did she get shot? I guess it maybe grazed or her forehead? Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Back to reality we go. She would not survive this. Being shot and falling down a mine? No, I know how.
Oh!
Yeah. You like need to go to the ER. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna say this word, sure. You know, you gotta love game logic. Oh god. You're not alone, Alex. I'm right there with you. We've got this. Oh god! Yeah, she would not survive this. Oh god. So, where are we now? Oh god, that scares
Alex.
crap out of me.
Gabe? You're dead.
So? Lots of people are dead, Alex. Most people.
Where are we?
I want to say a hospital.
Dr. Mendez to intensive care. Dr. Mendez to intensive care.
Yep, definitely a hospital.
Gabe.
Okay, here's what I do know. You are 10, I am 14.
Oh.
Our mother is sick. So is our father. But it's a different kind of sickness.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we guess
Play your part.
this is probably where she dies.
Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave.
Okay. I do love how this is being played out.
Alex, go check on your mother.
No, no. Is she gonna die on me? Ugh. This is a very...
She was right over there, waiting for me.
I don't know what kind of hospital is this, but... Damn.
Gabe and I used to watch cartoons on this thing after school.
Oh, so she probably has some type of terminal illness, right?
We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. There it is.
The painting that taught me that art sucked sometimes.
Well, that's a dig at the artists who actually have to paint this for the game. Oh, a memory.
Gabe, Alex, I need you to listen very carefully. We got some scary news today, and I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital.
What? Mom? Are you okay?
Hush now. It's going to be okay. Do you understand me? Things will be different for a little while. But I am going to be okay.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
We spent so much time in here that I basically memorized every article. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death. It was always too hot in this room.
Really?
She's just on the other side.
Okay. This is gonna be emotional. I don't know how bad it's gonna get, but I'll put up a trigger warning just in case. Yeah, she's definitely got cancer. Man, okay. I kind of have this terrible feeling that we're gonna have to deal with a similar situation to what happened to Chloe in the first game. Hopefully not, because that was very traumatizing.
How many nights did Dad spend in this room? Sleeping in an uncomfortable chair and eating vending machine dinners.
I mean, that's good. That means that he was present, right?
There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry.
Alright. Oh god.
Mom. Every time I saw her, I worried it would be the last.
Okay, let's talk.
Hi, Mom.
Hey. Oh god.
Mom. Mom.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Is that how it went? You don't think you missed anything?
What?
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave.
So had... Oh. I was gonna say maybe she had passed away already, but I don't know.
Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay.
Okay.
Doing this again. She's obviously feeling guilty about something, so I don't know what she did.
Wait. Did I miss something?
Just the water, I guess. This wasn't here before, right?
No matter how much Mom drank, her throat was always dry.
I don't think I missed anything, though. I'm questioning if this is replaying because I actually missed something the first time around, or if this is just how the level is supposed to play out.
Hi, Mom.
So I need to get her water, maybe?
Mom.
Water, Alex. Get her some water.
Okay. I think this is how it was supposed to play out. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
You almost never cried, even when you were very small. Did you know that? That's been my biggest challenge with you. How do you take care of someone who is already so strong?
Is that a key?
Shh. No tears, my strong girl. I want you to make me a promise. Your brother, your father, they are going to need you. You have to be strong. Will you do that, Alex?
Oh, it was a pendant.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
I think it's called a defense mechanism. It's not actually bravery or courage or strength. Okay. Man, my heart goes out to anyone who's lost a parent, especially, I mean, in any way, really. I cannot imagine the pain and the trauma, really. It was definitely refreshing in a very twisted way to have a mother talk to the daughter and say, you're the one who's gonna have to be strong. Because usually you'd say that to a boy rather than a girl. But it's definitely unfair given that she was the youngest, right? That she had to take on that role. Okay, so I'm assuming this is probably gonna be after the mother passed away. Yeah, because, okay. I'm sure there's music. Oh, Choo-Choo! Me and we do go so far back, the two of us. You've been there for me. Oh, Gabe, hi.
Was that the last time you talked to her? Mom.
I think so.
Do you miss her?
Gabe, what's going on?
You're 11, I'm almost 15. Dad and I are time bombs. You keep running back and forth, trying to defuse us both.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to suck so bad. Play your part.
Oh man. Gabe, you're killing me. Okay, so they're fighting a lot. I mean, he went to juvie. Gabe did. So he must have done something. Oh, that is not gonna work for us.
There was only ever one thing to do when they got like this. Drown them out and wait for it to pass.
Yeah, we did not have that luxury because of one thing called licensed music. But, yeah, let's just imagine we cannot hear them. I mean, at least they're nice enough not to do it in front of Alex, I guess. And just when I mentioned that. Okay. So, there is no music, I can confirm it. But, there's just the static of the TV. So, we know for sure that Gabe was looking for his dad when we first visited the apartment and we found those documents. So...
Alex?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey. It's okay, it's just me. But you know that's not how it went down, right?
Uh-oh. Gabe, why are you making me face reality? So the fight escalated more, is that what you're saying? Or no, of course, we meddled. Okay, of course we did.
It was my job to keep the peace. But no matter what I did.
Okay, first of all, let's pay our respects.
I tried so hard to keep my promise to her.
Okay. Man.
Mom and Dad had this TV before they had either of us. Gabe had barely used this backpack in weeks. Nobody could get him to go to school.
Oh, yeah.
The killer mistress tabs in this book weren't even close to right. Gabe loved Son of Lead back when it was an indie. It was too gory for me.
Okay.
Cleaning Dad's ashtray was not my favorite job in the world.
I want to get a little more backstory for them.
At least I managed to hold on to you, Shoo Shoo.
Oh, did you see there was a T-pose for Alex in a very split second?
Dad's laundry. I always set it here when it was done so he could find it. Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie.
Yeah, you guys ever have that? I swear, those cookie tins, especially, I think they're usually blue, they never have cookies. Ever.
It was full of greeting cards. Mom kept every single one we ever got.
And I think for our house, it was always like a sewing kit as well.
Thanks for trying, Lucky Cat.
anyways, I'm digressing.
My job was to sort them in order of how close we were to a collections notice.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
I wanted to be a werewolf that Halloween. Couldn't afford the costume. I can't believe they were ever this happy.
I'm not gonna judge the art style. Okay.
Almost empty.
I
Almost always.
figured as much. There's a memory.
Hey, Gabe. I'm Leslie Halloran. I'm from the Oregon State Child Protective Services. We got a call from someone who said there might have been some kind of fight here last night. Is your dad home?
Oh, gosh. You know what? That was like rehearsal. And I'm in this play at school, and my dad, he was helping me learn my lines.
Must be some play. But if you need anything, my number is on there. Okay?
Trying to comment on that. As sad that is, it's a good sign that it actually got reported. And it's really sad that Gabe didn't have the courage to kind of turn in on his dad. But I get it, it's like the hardest thing to do. And it shouldn't be, sure, he's 15, but technically he's still a kid. Shouldn't be on him to do
2
that.
cups water for 1 cup rice. Set timer for 30 minutes. Do your history homework. Serve.
You know what I mean? So it's like the system is rigged. Like domestic violence, child abuse, whatever the case may be. Sure, let's say a neighbor reports something or a teacher, whatever happens. If the victims don't speak up, basically...
I remember them fighting outside. I just wanted to help.
Basically, the other side can't do anything. Which sucks because, most victims cannot speak up because they're so afraid of what's gonna happen next and what if the other person finds out and then, you're in a life-death scenario. It's very scary stuff, and I think there should be another way where these types of cases can be reported without it requiring the victim to do the work, to be honest, because it shouldn't be up to them.
We never really touched these after Mom died.
As a reminder,
She was such a good cook.
There's always gonna be resources for mental health and domestic violence in the description of my videos. Because, unfortunately, with COVID, domestic violence got a lot worse.
Gabe used to steal Dad's beer all the time. It was like the one thing they didn't fight about.
Alright, I think we looked at everything. Let's go help them out.
Gabe and Dad were so loud when they fought.
Oh God.
Where you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I
don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
We can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't want to hear about Mom.
Gabe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit!
Dad.
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't...
Dad, it's okay. Really, I'm not hurt.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Was he a miner? There was a picture of miners in the background. Oh, you're gonna walk away? Okay.
Someone will come. That woman from GPS.
Oh, Child Protective Services.
Someone.
Okay. You know what? You're doing the right thing. You know, as tragic as this is, he is doing the right thing. You're clearly not in the right headspace to take care of your children.
I'm sorry.
In fact, I wish more abusive parents actually did this.
Dad!
And that probably sounds horrible to you, but I guarantee you it's the right choice. Oh, that's dependent. Really? You take it away with you? That was the only thing Mom had left her. So why did Gabe go to juvie? Right? Okay.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park? Kind of thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
You need to.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes, musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex. Play your part.
I've gotta say,
Play my part.
I know people would probably be, I think the natural reaction would be to say that Gabe is being incredibly mean and why is he doing this right now? And obviously it's not actually Gabe, this is just like a figment of Alex, like emotional thingies. My thing is that this is actually what you kind of expect in therapy. Like, it's not easy. You do not want to relive and be re-traumatized by the things that happened in your life, but you do need to face them in order to learn how to cope with it in the right manner. So although he is being a lot more, I'd say, having a more hands-on approach and maybe not as emotionally careful as he should be, the path that he's taking.
Guess I missed a few days.
Is the right one.
I used to write one every day. Stupid.
Why? You clearly missed him.
And I thought he missed me. Hence, stupid.
Yeah, see, because she built up a lot of walls, which is totally understandable. But the fact that she's not in tune, not to be punny, but the fact that she's not in tune with her own emotions is worrisome, and she's not really going to be able to help other people unless she learns to help herself first.
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
We've been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Alex, that's enough. Maybe we'll just take away your guitar privileges entirely, if that's what you prefer.
You can't do that!
Yeah, for her, that's the only escape she had.
We weren't allowed to bring glass into the dorms, so we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage.
Except if you give a hamster a glass, they don't toss it at the other hamsters' heads.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a safety issue.
God. They put me on so many meds.
She was on lithium, which is the only thing that I kinda recognize. I'm sure it's just a bunch of antidepressants and...
Did any of them ever work?
Some of them helped. A little. None of them fixed me.
In their defense, mutant empathy isn't exactly in the DSM. Pretty sure it's locked.
Must be after curfew. We're not going anywhere. They used to say this place wasn't a prison.
Well, maybe they were trying to keep you safe.
Guess so. Whatever the reason, the end result was prison bars.
Yikes.
I took a fork in here one time and hid it under my mattress. Just 'cause, fuck you.
Alright, let's read this. Dormitory rules. 1. Residents must adhere to their assigned schedules at all times and are not permitted to loiter in the dormitory outside of designated free time. Glass and silverware are to remain in the canteen. Do not bring these into the dormitory. Non-resident guests are not permitted in the dormitory. Lights out occurs at 9 p.m. every evening. No music, no TV, no screen time after lights out. Failure to adhere to any of these rules will result in disciplinary action. You know what, Alex? I know this is strict, but I think it's necessary. I mean, you said so yourself. These kids were violent. You do not...
They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
Property...
Do you really feel like you were their property?
We didn't belong to anyone else, did we? I remember the kid who put this here. Sally. Something with an S?
You were friends at first, right?
Way at first. Then I freaked out on her and she was done with me. Just like everyone else.
Fancy.
Everyone had one good outfit. We wore them to meet the parents.
Did it help?
Kinda think you already know the answer to that question.
Okay. I think I looked at everything. Can I talk to you, Gabe? What's up? No. Okay. I know, I'm sorry if I'm coming off as a little too cynical or a little too clinical almost in my perspective of this, but it's hard to navigate this story because, obviously we know that Alex's superpower is not a form of mental illness in this plotline. But obviously, as someone who doesn't believe that in real life people can see auras and hear people's thoughts and emotions, like my read on the situation would be, like, you know what I mean? Like, this would actually, what they're doing, it'd be normal procedure. I'm not saying it's right or it's not gonna traumatize her in some way or another. It's like she was stuck between a rock and a hard place. It wasn't better for her to be with her dad, who was abusive and negligent. And of course, like, the conditions of orphanage and, you know, foster homes, I'm sure are not good and probably don't provide the safety that one would like for a child.
If I want to get out of here, I've got to play my part.
There's no easy, nothing is gonna be fair. Nothing is gonna be fair. All you can do is try to get out of it from the other side and still be a kind human being. That's all you can hope for. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, I guess. Also, I'm probably coming from this more cynical point of view because I know in Portugal things are a lot worse and we don't actually have these types of... Because they're options. Maybe they're not ideal. Oh god, that's creepy. But it's better... Oh, it's better than we have here, I guarantee you. Oh, I'm supposed to be interacting with the parents, or not? Oh, I can...
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl.
Well, good luck in finding a child here that is not deeply traumatized.
It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
Like, we don't have I'm still thinking about it. We don't have a foster care system. You just go into orphanages. And I know it's dangerous because...
I wonder why she's never found a home before.
I know... correct me if I'm wrong. In the US, I know foster parents have... I think they receive some kind of monetary compensation, right? So, of course, they're not gonna do it out of love.
I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken. Wrong.
With her.
I'm sorry.
Why?
You need to see it.
See what? That nobody picked me?
Nobody picked you. Nobody picked you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
It was my job to keep us...
You were 11 years old.
Yeah, see? He's doing a good thing. He's not being mean.
You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex. Let it go.
Oh, that's easier said than done.
Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better. Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom.
Yeah.
Hell, be angry at me.
Because she's not
Don't give up.
She's not allowing herself to feel emotions.
No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. Fight.
I'm not sure
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world.
Well, this is a bit of a reach, but sure, let's keep it positive.
Now get up.
What?
Get up and fight.
Okay, back to reality. Oh god. I think we're out of the dream sequences for good. I know that was very intense and possibly triggering for a lot of you. It was very triggering for me, which is why I was probably trying to be as objective as possible. Because I too have a problem being in tune with my own emotions. It's called trauma, baby. Alright. Alex, I'm with you. We're fighting. Oh. Okay. I still don't know where the story is gonna go. Like, what is Jed's role in all of this? There we go. Okay, we've got this. Now we're probably gonna find out some secrets down here. Which is ironic because Jed was trying to prevent us from finding out in the first place. Also, why does Jed own a gun in the first place?
I've got to find a way out of here.
Yeah.
No more ladder. Not that I'd be much good at climbing.
Okay, I don't think there's nothing. We can keep going forward. Oh god. Okay.
Mines growing into mines. Just like Jed said. I'm gonna choose not to read anything into this.
I thought that the nuclear mines were gonna play a much bigger role. Like, I thought we'd have to save the town from a big nuclear disaster.
I could almost laugh, if it wouldn't hurt so much.
But it doesn't seem like that's the angle they're playing at.
How long has this stuff been down here?
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get out of here, to be honest. What is that sound?
Oh, no. Come on, no. I can do this. I can do this.
Oh my god, are we gonna be the light? I think we are. Be your own light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, that's something.
Or maybe not. I thought she was gonna glow from within. Okay.
That aura is the only lead I've got.
Okay. Well, someone's angry. Right? Because it's red. Also, there's something blue over here. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, boys, getting close.
Held average for life, huh, Jed?
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps.
Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it. This dig is fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before. We finish the job.
Okay, so you were an arrogant, negligent boss.
Steady goes. Steady.
Fuck was... Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel! Who's on radio?
Jed! Fuck! Jed! Jed!
Oh my god.
We gotta move! Now! There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out! Make the call, Jed!
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
So that's how he saved 19 people? And what, the deaths of the other miners just
Smells
never...
like fireworks.
Should
Must
never...
be where Typhon blew the charges.
were reported? Because that would be wild. What is that? Oh, what?
Dad.
I did say that I saw a miner's picture at their house. Did her dad die here?
Jed! Come back! Jed, you son of a bitch!
Okay, that's a plot twist I did not see
Chen,
coming.
you gotta stop, man.
Jed! Fuck you, Jed! Come back!
It's over, Chen. He's not coming back.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So I guess we know why Judd was so nice to Gabe. Because he was trying to make it up. I don't know, this is really starting to... yeah, this is a little far-fetched, huh? Because, I mean, if he was laid off from the mining company, then why did he... okay. Whoa, that was very loud. Wait, just like that? We found our way out? For real? I mean, I guess you did all the hard work. Oh, this is where we went to look for Ethan, the first episode. And I joked around, and I said, what is this? Until dawn? Okay. I know where I am. mean, right? Like, it's a little far-fetched that Jed accidentally killed Gabe and Alex's father. And then how is Jed still tied into Typhon? Black Lantern
And
closed.
during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna call bullshit.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Alex. Right? Alex? You should be going to the hospital, not... What are you thinking? Going back to Jed. This is the worst decision you've ever made so far. You need a hospital. What is she doing?
Alex! Oh my god!
Yeah,
I'm fine.
thank you. No!
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
Yeah, like stat. Oh man, Ryan, I didn't even think about that. Imagine if you romance Ryan and then his own dad shoots you. Yeah, this is, you guys are gonna go for a bit of a mind-blowing experience. Quite literally, because your dad shot me in the face.
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
How do I even begin to explain this?
Alex, you're hurt.
Yeah, I'm like dying. I don't know how I'm not dead.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
Oh man. You know what? I'm sorry. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. Listen.
What the hell happened?
How do I...
I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie.
Okay, how about we start with the fact that
Jed
he shot me?
caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself.
Okay, sure, but he shot me.
There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father.
Yeah, this is where it starts to be a reach, but sure.
Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote.
Again, wouldn't you lead the situation with saying, I just got shot? I mean, this is like the most pressing issue at the moment. Ay.
Everyone at that company is scared to death. All they do is protect themselves. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains.
And a child.
That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too.
I think you should be using the word shot. That would be a lot more shocking, I feel like. there's a police officer present. This would never.
Why aren't any of you saying anything?
This is weird.
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
I'm sorry. How dare you? Is this still a dream sequence? This cannot be real, right? I mean,
I wasn't asking you.
The things you've said obligate me to at least address them.
Shouldn't we go to the police station?
These accusations are... well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do.
Oh, how dare you.
But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he?
Can I punch her in
I
the
can only
face?
imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
I need to calm down. Okay. Diane, you are not this cold-hearted biatch you're trying to be. So
why don't you just tell the truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
That's right, I know about...
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No. I don't.
Oh, Jed, this was
I've
your
tried
chance.
to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
Cause Jed didn't do anything, like, he's not an evil person. Well, let me try to say this right. 12 years ago, with what happened, that was a negligent move, and I'm sure he'd be liable for some sort of manslaughter charges, maybe. But he's not evil. He didn't do it on purpose, nor did he want the death of those 7... Was it 7 people? Anyways. But what he's doing now, that doesn't align with the Jed character we've been meeting. So, like, he wouldn't even... Like, shooting Alex? That's such a... I don't like what they're doing here.
This is an act. You're lying.
I don't get it.
Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too. But I'm telling the truth.
I believe you.
Thank you.
Of course I do.
But also, look at me. I'm bleeding. I
believe you too.
Oh, okay. But
I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
I mean, thank you, but with all due respect, I don't need this. I need to go to the police station. Like, this is not a town council's type of thing.
I would like to speak.
Okay,
This young lady came to Haven as a stranger, but over the last few weeks, she's become one of us.
Sure.
Now, her story certainly seems unlikely, if not impossible. But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims.
Yeah, can someone call the police? Or, I mean...
We ought to take her seriously.
I'm mind blown.
I agree with Ducky.
Okay, that's all great, but...
I've always found Alex to be a very trustworthy person.
Yes, thank you. Can someone call
She wouldn't
911?
make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
Well, yeah, look at me.
Miss Lath, there's no actual evidence of anything.
Well, there is. There's
Maybe not.
The USB
But
drive.
that's what I think.
Come on, Pike.
Actually, Diane,
Thank you.
there is evidence.
For fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game.
Thank you,
I know
Pike.
how
Don't
you-
test me, Jason.
Oh, we're on a first name basis? Wow.
I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Ryan
Jason,
hasn't said anything yet.
Given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
Cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
What's going on?
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted to a personal bias.
I don't care if he believes me. That's not the point.
I don't believe that. Ridiculous.
I'm really sorry.
What's the important matter here? I'm not your lapdog anymore.
Deputy Pike, I am not responsible for any frustrations you feel in your career.
Know the difference.
I'm sorry,
right?
Alex.
I'm going first thing in
Thank
the morning.
you.
Dad. Please. Come clean. We'll figure it out together.
It amazes me.
Oh,
The extent to which she has manipulated you.
I can't believe he's still playing
Come
it
on,
up.
Dad.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
That's heartbreaking.
My own son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Stop.
I mean, I must have done something right because I got everyone to
I know
believe
why
me.
you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John.
Are we actually talking to him, or is this like some sort of telepathic communication type of thing? I'm not really liking what they're doing in this, I'm assuming, last segment. It feels like it. You know what? Her dad was all of the above. You know, a person is not evil or good. There's always whatever. Which is why I don't like that Jed is appearing like completely 100% evil, because obviously he's not. So I don't understand the direction that the writers took him in for this last episode. It makes zero sense. I'm expecting to see some kind of explanation. I don't know. Sure, he was a victim too. Because you're a victim too, Jed. We're all have things that explain why we behave the way we do.
The world never gave a shit about him. He was always struggling just to get by. He still hoped one day things would be better.
Was he a screwed up?
But you killed him.
He sure was. Again, I'm not trying to have him...
And then Gabe. My big brother.
Oh, Gabe did no wrong in my eyes. He was building a freaking family, and you just... But that's not Jed's fault, though. That's Typhon's fault. Whatever. I'm not even... Okay.
He was building a family here. Doing it his own way. Figuring it out as he went along. He was so nervous about it. And so excited. And he brought me here to be part of that family. But he died. Because of you.
This is the part I don't get. How is it because of Jed?
And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future.
Well, all of these are true.
I want to help people. Because it's something I'm good at. Knowing I'm good at something feels fucking great. And you tried to murder me.
Yeah!
You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth.
Like, this is the true crime here. It's not the fact that, you know, people accidentally died 12 years ago and that Gabe accidentally was the victim from the blast. This is the point. Like, he wanted to kill Alex. And
You've forgotten it. Haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story.
Yay.
You tell yourself you're a hero. A strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see?
See, that's the thing. I don't believe that Jed was doing this out of his own volition. I mean, Typhon was surely pressuring him, maybe? Also, he's got to think about his own son that he needs to protect. Regardless, I think out of all of these options, I'd pick you're a coward because he's refusing to come to terms with his own actions, that his actions, albeit not malevolent in intention, they led to a tragedy. And had he taken responsibility back then, none of this would have happened. So
11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you couldn't even say those words out loud. Because you're a coward.
Right? I think that's what it comes down to.
You couldn't imagine saying it to your wife. Saying it in front of your son. Every day you were brave enough to go underground and look death in the eye. But you couldn't muster the courage to admit a mistake. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't. The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are.
Sure, but he still needs to be held accountable for his
I see the truth
crimes.
about you. You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past.
Well, yeah, sure. Jed is not a bad
You hate
person.
what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Well, yeah. Okay. I don't know. Do you guys feel like I'm being unfair in my analysis of the situation? Because I don't understand. I certainly don't understand how Alex could forgive him. It's been literally less than 24 hours since he shot her. Like, let me be clear. Even if Alex was the most kind, pure human being on Earth, like in reality, no one is capable of forgiving that kind of crime in less than 12 hours. That is just not how real life works. However, because this is a game, I know there are going to be some kind of consequences to my actions, but probably not really. I know that it is probably going to be in Alex's best interest to forgive him, because this is not about Jet. This is about her own relationship with herself and her emotions and her future. And I'm pretty sure the game wants you to say, well, I forgive you, because that's how she's gonna live a better life, and yada yada yada. But I don't agree with it. I think it's BS. And I certainly hope that in me choosing I forgive you, it doesn't mean that he's not gonna be arrested. Right? I mean, he needs to be arrested for his crimes. But sure, I'll forgive you, just to make you feel a little bit better, but mostly because I want Alex to live a good life.
And I forgive you.
Like, Alex would forgive him in like a year, maybe. Like, she visit him in prison. But this is just not realistic. I don't know. Am I being too cynical? Maybe. Yeah. Pike, can you arrest him? What's going on? Come on. Okay, what happened? Was he arrested? He better... And you better have pressed charges against Typhon.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs.
Okay.
A council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment.
Wait, was he...
We'll have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute coming right...
Did we not press charges for him shooting us? Shooting at us? Because I feel like that's the worst crime.
Yeah. The silence is worse. I need to get some air.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean to pile on the charges, but...
After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
I don't know. Maybe legally attempted murder isn't as bad as manslaughter. But in my eyes, it sure is. Alright, Ethan. Okay, so we're just getting... So he's gonna be spending the summer with his dad. Dad knows what's up. That's awesome, Ethan. You guys look great. Thanks. Oh my god, I heard what happened. You weren't gonna mention being a superhero when I texted yesterday. I'm so glad you're safe. That's not how you spell your, but that's okay. Thanks, buddy. Me too. Okay. We got a lot of texts to read. Okay, so they were freaking out the next morning because she didn't pick up. Just let us know you're okay as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure you just lost your phone, but Ryan's freaking out. Okay, we're both freaking out. We just want to make sure you're safe. Call us Alex. Yeah, I was not safe. Who's Arthur? Oh, the New York Telegram. We want your story in our ongoing Typhon coverage. When is a good time to speak over the phone? Sorry, I'm not doing any media right now. Getting a lot of requests. When did you learn your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed Lucan? How did it feel to learn that Jed was responsible for the mining accident that killed your father? Why do you think Jed confessed to his crimes? Okay, we blocked him. Good. I don't even know what to say, Alex. My heart breaks for what you have endured. No one should have to live through that, but just remember that Ethan and I are here for you. Thanks, sure. What you did wasn't easy. I won't forget it. Yeah, I mean, sure, I'm glad everyone backed Alex in the town council. But what, am I supposed to believe that if they hadn't, he wasn't gonna be arrested? Because if that's the case, I've got an even bigger issue with this ending. Dear Alex, you've been through an awful lot these past few weeks, but your resilience and courage continues to astound me. I have no doubt that you will weather this affront against your person with the same grace as you demonstrated to me during our lovely dance at the Spring Festival, a moment I will not soon forget. So please remember that we are here for you. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. I know, and I appreciate you sticking up for me, Ducky. Oh, Mac! Hey Chen, I didn't think you'd actually take down Typhon. You're braver than I ever imagined. Now you owe me a new job. I'm glad you're okay. Really. Thanks, Mac. Man, Ryan needs to go to therapy stat, cause his world was just wrecked upside down. I don't even know what to say to this guy. Growing up, my dad was my hero, and after the accident, he was the whole town's hero. It was the best feeling in the world to know others saw him the same way I did, and no one questioned it, even when the strange phone call started, the late nights walking his office when he left the house. But it was all lies, and now I know the truth because you showed it to us. Let me know if you need help. I'm here. Thank you, Ryan. I will. I'd be worried about Ryan in this scenario. Cause he's basically going through, like, he needs to grieve the loss of his father in a way. Sure, he's not physically dead, but he lost the dad that he knew, and that's a form of grief. Alex, you're incredible, and I'm here for you no matter what. Call me the minute you need anything. I know, thank you for having my back. It meant so much. Of course, how could I not after everything? And who the hell is Jessica? Hello Alex, this is Jessica Martinez from the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm sorry to contact you out of the blue. I know you've been through a lot. We are working on a story about the Typhon controversy, and I'd love to speak with you either on or off record about your experiences. I'm not really comfortable talking about it right now. Your comfort would be my priority. Please contact me at this number if you change your mind. Take your time and stay safe. Okay. Well, jam. A lot has happened. Is there anything new? Oh.
Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger.
Yeah.
I think it gave her the strength to support me.
Oh, okay. So I did make the right decision, it seems. Oh, what is this?
Must be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline.
Well, let's read this. Oh, so I guess we did give the story to the Rocky Mountain Gazette. Scandal: 8 deaths covered up by Typhon mining. Haven Springs rocked by revelations. The picturesque mountain town of Haven Springs is reeling after a series of revelations that connection to the death of Mr. Chen, Mrs. Jacobs, location manager overseeing the expansion, is simply unimaginable. What that girl has been through, said Mrs. Leaf. I still don't know how to pronounce her last name. Mrs. Chen has declined. Oh, I guess we did decline. Okay.
See? This is why I try to only read the art sections.
Editor's note: the following review was filed before the events of the town council meeting at the following day for all related coverage on those events, yada yada yada. A surprising newcomer and a three-time veteran joined together to create musical magic under the Spring Festival stars on Saturday. Alex Chen, whose brother Gabe Chen, longtime bartender at the Black Lantern, was skilled in a tragic mining accident last month, lit up the crowd with her passionate vocals and powerful guitar. It has been a long time since I've witnessed a Spring Festival crowd dance together with abandon like that. Okay. It was transportive. Okay. This is what's going to matter, I think. Bowed but not broken, Haven will survive. The image of Haven Springs has an idyllic refuge, an oasis of comfort and civility, blissfully. Who was the editor that checked? Whatever. Blissfully removed from the tumult of the outside world, was shattered on Sunday. In truth, that haven never really existed outside postcards and tourism board drivel anyway. But while we have weathered troubles and fought demons in the past, we know that this Typhon mining scandal will leave a unique scar on the psyche of our small town. Not just from what took place, horrible enough as those details are, but from who was involved. A young and beloved bartender, a respected mining industry up-and-comer, and the town's most revered patriarch at the center of it all. Jed Lucan currently sits in San Miguel County Prison. He is said to be seriously, who was the editor for this article? Anyway, he is said to be fully cooperative with the police and repentant for his actions, but the harm he has done to this town, to all of us who knew and trusted him over the years, is just beginning to be understood. Still, in the face of this tremendous calamity, we say, Haven will survive, we will something. Oh, okay. We will emerge, if not stronger, at least a bit wiser for having overcome it. We will do this not because it was easy, but because we have no other choice. This is our home. Okay. And one last memory, I'm assuming?
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen. John. And no. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast. And I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
Well, John, guess you're a hell diver now.
So this happened almost immediately after he left them. because this was 12 years ago, right? And he left... Wait, let me see if the math adds up. So he left when Alex was 11 and she's 21 right now. So was he working for Typhon before then? He had to be. Anyway.
Feels like I've been through so much with Eleanor. It meant the world that she believed me.
Oh.
I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth.
Oh, a letter from Jed. Alex, they told me to destroy this jacket after the accident. I couldn't do it. Perhaps some part of me knew that I would one day need to pass it along. When Gabe first stepped into my bar looking for his father, I swore I would one day return this jacket to him. Then I swore I would return it to the both of you. I think you know by now that my word is worth. I did not deserve your forgiveness, but it moved me more than I knew it was possible. I hope this gift will provide some small comfort to you in the days ahead, Jed. Okay. I'm very curious to know what happens if you choose to condemn him, if that has any impact whatsoever.
I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I know now that my inaction, in the face of injustice, was itself a terrible wrong. And I know that I will never be able to undo the tremendous pain and loss I caused. I do not ask for forgiveness.
Was she not?
The only person who could give that to me is gone. Thank you.
Was she not
there are no
arrested?
victories at the end of this. Just more painful truth.
Was she not arrested as well? Because that's mind-boggling.
They say I was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra-strength Advil. And these. Maybe Dad deserved everything he got, but I'm still glad we were there with him in his last moments. I love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window.
Yeah, I gotta say, the dream sequence was probably my favorite part, even though it was very hard and heavy.
After what I went through, the middle of the ocean might not be so bad.
Okay, I think we've checked everything. Do we go... Voyeur business card. What?
Maybe I do deserve some $ justice, but I'd much rather be able to move on with my life.
I would not if I was in her position. I'd want to make sure that Typhon is held responsible, which it doesn't seem like it is. It just seems like Jed took the fall.
The LARP was 2 days ago. That doesn't seem possible.
Wait. That's not possible at all, because that means that you got shot 2 days ago and that you look like this right now and you're walking perfectly fine and that you're not in the hospital for like a week, which you should be. Okay, well, I guess logic just went out the window. Okay, fine. Yeah, that makes sense.
I want to go outside without seeing anyone. That's why God created rooftops.
Oh, okay. We're going up. Oh. Who could it be? Ryan, maybe?
Hey, Steph.
Oh.
Alex, wait. Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
What's up?
Okay. What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you.
And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you. I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then...
Oh!
Fuck it. I want to stay here too.
Your ticket.
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. Or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in. For whatever you want.
Okay, well, thank you. This is a big ask. I feel like Alex needs to go to therapy for a little bit before...
You've given me a lot to think about.
Yeah, before making a big decision like this.
That was the idea.
Okay.
You know where to find me. Good luck, Chen.
Thanks, Steph.
I mean, seriously, shouldn't this girl be at the hospital? You definitely have some sort of internal bleeding. You probably should be in surgery. Am I the only one who's actually worried about her? Come on, people. So we're gonna talk to Gabe one last time, I'm assuming?
All right. Just tell me.
He's proud of you.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road. The excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do.
Oh?
You should stay in Haven.
Oh. Really? Really?
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you.
Ouch.
Why would you give that up?
That's true.
Really, this is gonna be the final big decision? Whether we stay in Haven or we leave?
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
Oh, great. So you're being very helpful.
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph.
Wait, I don't get a choice?
Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store.
You're painting quite the picture, Gabe.
All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing.
So you really want me to stay here, huh? Oh, even, yes.
The apartment starts to feel less like a museum, and more like a home.
I would have a very hard time leaving Ethan behind.
Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get rid of those guns. I mean, sure. This is an option. Oh, Riley. That's interesting. Oh, Charlotte would move on. Oh man, I don't know what to do because of Ethan, you know? He doesn't deserve to lose another person in his life. But also at the same time, Alex has...
The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans.
Oh.
Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it, you don't doubt it, or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course, you already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Well, you're kind of pushing me to stay.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't have any other home.
That is true. But you didn't have any home before coming here. And look what happened. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
I think, Gabe, as much as I love you, and as much as I love Alex, this is a stupid-ass final decision. I'm sorry. I'm just so disappointed with how this played out in the end. And I'm sorry if I'm spoiling the experience for you and you don't agree with me. But this game, this story has so much potential, and I feel like it fell short. And just like by the last 30 minutes of the game, like this doesn't, I'm sorry, this doesn't matter. You know what I mean? This doesn't matter. How does this matter? Literally 0%. I don't care. Like, either way, I'm good. The only thing that's pointing me to stay in Haven is Ethan. But like, what does it matter? I don't even care anymore. I just want Alex to be happy. Doesn't matter if she stays here or if she goes. And also, it's not fair for Steph to give up her dream because of me. And also, it's not fair for Alex to be like no matter what choice she makes, it's always because she's gonna be thinking of somebody else. Well, I gotta go on the road because that's what Steph wants, or well, I gotta stay in Haven because who's gonna watch and be there for Ethan and for Ryan? Man, it's not even fair for Ryan. I wasn't even thinking about him. I mean, he just had what? He's just gonna lose all the friends he has. So it's like I can't even make this choice for Alex, which is what we should be doing in the first place. I don't want to play anymore. Like, how can you stay here? Sincerely, after everything that's happened, like, it's not fair for Alex to stay in Haven. But it's also not fair to abandon the people who stood by her. It's such a non-consequential decision. Like, it's no saving Chloe or freaking saving Arcadia. Like, what is the big choice here? I don't get it. I know I'm still divided, but that's because I overthink every single thing. What the hell? Let's be selfish.
I know what I want.
I don't know. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I mean, I feel terrible for Ethan and Ryan. It's not fair to them. But what can a girl do? Oh God. So we left him alone. That does not make me feel good. Listen, you could come on the road with us. We could be a trio. Right? Ryan's not coming to say goodbye? How dare you? Right? I mean, he could come with us. I don't know. You guys are probably not gonna agree with this choice. Really? No hugs? No nothing? Okay. Well, I don't know. We need to find a new home, is what I think. Right? Like a fresh start. Because, you know, a normal person would be experiencing some sort of PTSD right now. And being back in Haven Springs would be a huge trigger for anyone. F them up, babe. Okay. Well... Is she not gonna play with us? She's not? Okay. Why is Ryan out of the picture?
Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Chen.
Oh, really? It ends like that? Ugh. Okay. Alright, guys. I am back from all of the credits. And it seems like it was a pretty divided decision at the end. I chose to hit the road and play music, and that was 44%. Alright, so I was in the majority. 71% forgave Jed. That's still pretty high. I wonder if most people forgave him for the same reasons I did, or if it was from a more genuine point of view. Because I'd have a hard time believing that. Okay, 52%. Alex claimed she were not to fear her emotions. Everyone on the council supported Alex. 13%? Okay. Wow, damn. Okay, so we did good. I love that I probably got the best ending and I was still mad for the whole thing. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. Alright, 45% Alex wanted to help more people in the future. Alex didn't sit on the bed. I did not. Ryan stood by Alex during the vote. Oh. Okay. Charlotte sided with Alex during the vote, 31%. Eleanor, 49%. Pike, 73%. Ducky, 55%. Ryan believed Alex during the vote, 32%. How come? Ryan and Alex don't get together, 71%. Oh, I guess he would just leave with Alex if they were in a romantic relationship, right? Steph and Alex leave Haven together, 35%. Okay. Okay guys, so that was it for Life is Strange True Colors. I will be playing the Steph DLC here on the channel. I can't wait. And I think it's fitting, now that we're done with the main game, for me to give you my final thoughts, because I do have a lot. But first and foremost, I do want to apologize for getting so heated at the end. I didn't mean to spoil your experience in any shape or form, so I'm sorry if it did. I think I was very upset because the episode started off so strong. I was so proud of Deck 9, the game developers, for touching on such a serious topic and for doing it such justice, I felt like, and giving it the necessary weight and having Gabe saying the right things even though it probably felt like they were very mean. I was so proud of how it started. And so when we reached that ending sequence when Alex goes to the town council, it felt almost like a joke. It felt like a caricature. It felt like I wasn't doing Alex justice. And so I got upset. And I am sorry. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. And I genuinely, if anyone who's watching is from a small town in the US, please tell me, did that ending felt remotely realistic to you? Because maybe that is. To me, if you get shot and anything remotely like this happens, you go either to the ER or to the police station, but most likely you go to the ER and then they have you call the cops, right? And you tell your story, you press charges. It doesn't make any type of sense for Alex to have the physical or emotional willpower to go to this town council meeting trying to convince people of what happened, having her believe her story, and then what happens if they don't? He's not arrested? That I just... Anyways, clearly I had a lot of thoughts. I'm gonna try to give you some quick positives and some negatives, because obviously the ending shouldn't dictate nor, detract any value from all the good things this game has to offer you. So I am gonna talk about some of the positive points first. Obviously, first and foremost, Alex, she's probably my favorite character from the entire franchise, so that's saying a lot. In fact, in my eyes, she carried this entire game. This game wouldn't have been anywhere near as good as it was if it wasn't for her. And we do have to applaud Deck 9 for, giving us an Asian American protagonist, because they do have so little representation in the media, and especially for giving us a female Asian American who has the type of body Alex has, because I've certainly never seen that ever. So I do applaud them for that. And I do applaud them for giving her the backstory that, I think a lot of people should be made aware of, even though it's a little uncomfortable. But if it's gonna raise some important discussions, then I think it's worth it. So yeah, I think Alex is my number one positive from this game, and she's so good it almost makes everything go away. But I will be talking about in fact, she's probably so good that it made the other characters look bad. But yeah, other than that, of course, aesthetically, so beautiful. The world, the characters, the lighting, the colors, the way they portrayed the auras, the whole thing was so well designed. So major props to all the concept artists, the 3D artists, the lighting artists, the color story, everything. Round of applause to you guys. You did an incredible job. Absolutely beautiful. I'm also going to praise the music, even though I didn't get to hear any of the licensed songs, because I know that's a big part of the franchise, and so is so beautiful and so moving, and I probably think that I had a better experience was I able to listen to it. So I'm definitely going to be playing with the music on and see if that changes my perspective on some of the things. And I think... Oh, and I'm also going to be praising what they did with Eleanor and Charlotte. I think those scenes were very well designed and very well written. You really did feel like you were inside that person. It felt like that character had a depth to them and their emotions. So I appreciated that a lot. And of course, the dream sequence, man, I love those things. I loved it when they did it in the first game. It's such a playground for a writer and for a level designer, right? It's magical. So yeah, those were my big positives, which I think are huge and are definitely worth you buying this game. Speaking of buying the game, this puts me in a very conflicted position, but I do feel it's important for me to be completely transparent with you. So this game alone is $60. Now, I bought the Ultimate Edition, which was $80, and that came with the Steph DLC, some outfits, and the remastered version of the first Life is Strange, which comes out next year. So I feel like I got a fair deal. And I've gotta preface this by saying that I do have friends who work in the gaming industry, and so I know how hard they work, how hard the hours are, how they just want to please the fans. That's why I'm so conflicted bringing this up. I don't think Life is Strange True Colors is worth $60. The gameplay itself is 15 hours at best, and then $60 is what you'd pay for like a God of War game, for like any AAA game. It doesn't fit. It's what I paid for Final Fantasy VII the remake, which is an 80-hour game. It's just it doesn't feel fair, and I imagine that Deck 9 had to deal with a lot of struggles with COVID and cutting back on production. I cannot imagine what they had to go through, so maybe they had to bump up the price to have some sort of profit. I do not know. I'm also not entirely sure how much the other Life is Strange games were, but I don't think they were this expensive. So that's my first con, I guess, or at least something that I think you should be aware of should you buy the game. and it is currently on, it has a big enough discount, so definitely take advantage of that if you're interested in buying the game. All right, now for some of the negatives. Like I said, because Alex is such a good character, I feel like the others do pale in comparison. And mostly it's because we didn't have enough time to see some of the connections with like Ryan or Steph. I felt like a lot of it was us reading through the text chains or reading in the journal. And I don't think the relationship between characters should rely entirely or mostly in those type of things, because not everyone is gonna bother to read that. And so I understand from a production value that they probably had to take a lot of shortcuts, and maybe that's why we didn't get those additional scenes. Like, we didn't get to see Ryan's house, we didn't get to see Steph's house. And we just read about, oh, Alex and Ryan went on a hike. Alex started singing during a radio show with Steph. And I felt like those would have been bonding moments to actually see play out on the screen. But I can't knock them too hard for not having them, because I do understand the production side of things. Something else to note, albeit, yes, we've had protagonists with multiple, from a diverse racial background, I think it is important to mention that every single love interest for the 4 games of this franchise have been white people. And I think that's important to note. I think, did Ryan and Steph need to both be white people? I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that. Again, I definitely think the side characters could have been a little bit more developed. I felt like the first Life is Strange had such a bigger impact, and I think part of it it wasn't just about Max and Chloe. It was about saving Kate. It was about Nathan's tragic story. It was about Joyce being a single mom and a badass woman. It was about the fact that, major spoilers by the way, that if you go back in time and save Chloe's dad, that actually has consequences, and that she ends up in a wheelchair, and then you have that horrible, absolutely traumatic moment where Chloe asks Max to end her life. I mean, that's what I mean that I feel True Colors didn't have. It didn't have those impactful moments throughout the entire story. It felt like Alex was carrying all of that weight that should have been distributed throughout all of the characters, right? So yeah, I know a lot of people will say, well, Life is Strange, the first game wasn't as good and you guys are just idealizing it. And I mean, sure, that's a possibility, but I think when you take into account everything that I just talked about, that I mean, even like the game was released, what, 5-7 years ago, I still remember all of these little things, all of these characters. Like the fact that I still remember and praise Joyce. You know what I mean? Like, she was such a small character. Or even David, right? He had his own struggles as well, and you hated him in the beginning, and then he has this character development. I felt like that's what was missing here. And part of it is maybe, so this was the first time Deck 9 took over Life is Strange, because previously it had been developed by Don't Nod, so I don't know how much that weighed on the difference that I felt the plot and the story had. I'm sure it wasn't easy to take over, for sure, but yeah. My biggest problem, of course, I think I've made it pretty clear, is Jed's sudden character. How do I even start to say this? So this is the first time Life is Strange wasn't released episodically, meaning that there was no necessity for there to be a literal bang right at the end of each chapter, because the player got to play them all at once if they wanted. So I think the story would have benefited a lot more had chapter 4 ended with the big reveal, right? Jed is the big bad guy at the end, but instead of him shooting Alex, you just hear, like, for example, the sound of the gun and like him pressing the trigger, or not the trigger, like what is that called, like the safety release. I think it should have it there. It would have been impactful as it is, and then the player can go on to play the final episode. And this is something that I don't think would increase the production value. It would have been an easy fix, and it would have helped his character development a lot better, in my opinion. So you'd actually take advantage of Alex's superpower, right? And then at the beginning of the episode, you would have her trying to talk Jed out of shooting her, and potentially you'd even have him confessing his crimes to her and then going to the police himself, turning himself in and atoning for his own mistakes. And should we fail at doing that, then sure, there would be a consequence, like they'd either fight, there'd be a struggle, maybe he'd accidentally push her down into the mines, whatever the case may be. And that way, I feel like, okay, at least we tried to atone his character. It wasn't like a black or white moral zone, you know what I mean? You'd actually use her superpower for one, and it wouldn't have been such an abrupt change of character for him. Because ultimately, I don't think he was that bad of a guy. The thing he did wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? The truly awful thing he did was shooting and trying to murder Alex. And that felt so out of character for him. Now, I don't know if anybody else is gonna agree with me on this. Maybe not. But that's how I personally felt. And then lastly, of course, I also touched on this, is that I felt like the last decision wasn't a big deal. I mean, sure, usually the last decision doesn't really matter in a sense. Like, do you save Chloe? Do you save Arcadia Bay? Those were big decisions. Whether they matter or not, I don't really care, but they were big decisions. Having Alex stay or leave Haven, that's not a big decision. That's not even a small decision, you know what I mean? Like, to end the entire game with that, it felt so anticlimactic. I thought, when they mentioned the nuclear minings, I thought for sure we'd have like some disaster that we'd have to save all the townspeople from at the end. It felt so anticlimactic. I think that's the best way I can describe it, especially because the game and the story had so much potential. It had the best protagonist. And for it to fall short the way it did, I did some quick research too, off camera after playing the game. And from what I've seen, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you forgive or condemn Jed, it has little to no impact. He still goes to jail. I think the only minor detail is that if you go into the newspaper, it says that instead of Jed being cooperating with the police forces, that he is on suicide watch. Which, sure, is very sad, but a very minor detail that you could really skip by not reading the newspaper. That's what I mean. And also, he always breaks down crying. I felt like at the moment, okay, he had a come to Jesus moment, so to speak, right? When we gave our big speech and we said, okay, we forgive you for your crimes. And he breaks down crying. I thought, oh, that's because of what I said. But no. If you condemn Jed, he has the exact same reaction. So, yeah, I don't know. I know those are strong opinions, not everyone's gonna agree with me. but I felt it was important for me to be completely transparent with you guys, especially because I want to have a real discussion down in the comments with you, because I'm excited to see different perspectives on this. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, maybe it could totally be a cultural difference where I don't understand because I'm not from a small town. I don't know, maybe. It's definitely a possibility. But yeah, it felt very unrealistic and anticlimactic of an ending. And I am so upset because this game, it's not, was it a good game? Yes. Was it a good experience? Yes. Should you buy it? Sure, if you want to. Is it going to be in the top 15 best games you played in your entire life? Probably not. And that's what I mean, because the first game is like in my top 5. And it had the potential to be as well. That's why I'm so upset, I'm so passionate about it. Because with some small tweaks here and there, they could have done so much more with the story. And it would have been absolutely brilliant and emotional. But yeah, I've talked your ear off enough. I can't wait again to see your opinions and to have a productive discussion about all of this. And yeah, if you enjoyed the series and the video, give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, dudes.